What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV. Today is a video all about the Sony ECM G1. This goes for about 148 bucks. I'll link it down below. It's a little shotgun microphone that you would use if you're making videos like me or if you're vlogging, and it connects via 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. So you'd plug it into that and you would get your audio that way. So why would you want, obviously, to get better audio sound? And as you can see, hopefully I'm getting better audio sound. I'll compare it throughout this video. So now you heard it plugged in this situation. So what I'm gonna do is unplug it and we'll use the built-in microphones for the Sony ZV-1 Mark II. Probably should have looked at the manual because you can actually also use this wire-free. It works with certain Sony cameras, especially on the Alpha series, and it also works on the ZV-1 Mark II. I don't have to plug in that 3.5 millimeter cable if I don't want to. Again, it's compatible wirelessly with some of those. It doesn't have a built-in battery at all. It just gets its power off of the camera. And I think that's an amazing feature. Also, there's no buttons at all on there to control the volume or anything like that. So be forewarned. I've unplugged the ECM G1, and now the microphones that you're hearing are directly from the Sony camera. And you should notice a big difference, but we're gonna put this through its paces. Why not? So let's, I'm gonna move around a little bit and we'll hear how that sounds next. Now I'm back to using the microphone on the ECM G1 so you can hear how it sounds outdoors. And it does come with a little wind muff and a bag, oops, I turned the camera right there, to hold everything. So it's kind of nice to put your microphone and probably your camera as well if you have a small one, small camera like the Sony ZV-1 Mark II. But yeah, let me unplug it and you'll get a better audio idea of what it sounds like without the microphones outside. Now this is what the microphone sounds like with the wind muff on. Unfortunately, it's not windy really at all here in Southern California, but do you notice a difference with it on versus with it off? Let me know. All right, here we go. This is outdoors. No microphone plugged in, just the built-in microphones of the camera. What do you guys think? Let me know. Now I do have it plugged in still. The next test we're gonna do is I'm indoors, kind of in a environment that has a lot of space. So it's kind of a little bit, reverby sounding. So you hear that, but then also I'm gonna kind of go back there so that you can hear how that sounds as well. Microphones are unplugged. I'm in that big open space still. You hear what it sounds. Now I'm gonna go back there about 10, 15 feet away so you can hear what it sounds like with no microphone plugged in. You guys should still be able to hear me. Here's what it sounds like with the microphone plugged in, and I'm about 10, 15 feet away from the microphone. Here's that 10 to 15 foot test. Can you hear me better, worse, about the same? Let me know in the comments down below. Now we can tell that the microphone sounds good when you're right in front of it, but what happens when you're behind it? How does it sound? I'll show you that right now. So I'm standing behind the microphone. Can you hear me just as good or worse? I'm speaking in the same volume, so I haven't changed any of that. Let me know in the comments down below. All right, so after using the ECM G1, I would definitely recommend it. Listening back to my samples, it definitely sounds better than the built-in microphones of the Sony ZV-1 Mark II. Now, do those microphones sound awful and like unusable? Totally not. They sound really good on the camera, but what this does is it enhances your audio. It makes it clearer, more full, and just better overall sounding. With the Sony microphones, at times, it sounded like really good, especially outdoors. When I was indoors, I definitely noticed the difference where the ECM G1 did a much better job at handling the audio and making it sound more professional. So I would definitely use it. Even behind, when I was standing behind it, sounds awesome. Still sounds really good. It doesn't sound as good as if I'm right in front of it, but it still sounds good. So if you want to pick it up, link down below. I think it's worth it, the way it sounds, and the price isn't too bad at 148 bucks. It's gonna work with all cameras, not just Sony ones. So if you have a Canon or a Nikon or anything else, all you gotta do is just plug it into that 3.5 millimeter jack and you'll be good to go. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. We'll see you down the road. Peace.